Hey guys, I'm back again with another Teach the Text. Earlier this week I came on because I normally upload on Tuesdays, but I think it wasn't on Tuesday, it was like a Thursday, and I told you guys I'll be back on Saturday with a word. And it's really close, but it's okay. Gotta work with what I had and just start. So I was in Psalms and a passage stuck out to me, a verse stuck out to me. And I'm going to read it for you guys. I'm going to read it for you guys. And I'm reading from the King James Version, but I am also going to read it from the NLT, the New Living Translation, because I feel like it's more digestible and I feel like it's easier. It's more digestible and it's easier to understand with the notes that I took for you guys. But I am going to read from the King James Version first. And this is Psalms 37. Verse 23, the steps of a good man are ordered by the Lord, and he delighteth in his way. Right? So, to make it plain for some people, I'm going to go to the NLT version, and I'm still Psalms 37, verse 23. The Lord directs the steps of the godly. He delights in every detail of their lives. I'm going to read that again. Psalms 37 verse 23. The Lord directs the steps of the godly. He delights in every detail of their lives. That is so good. And when I was reading that, I was so blessed. It blessed me so much because it just was so it was really encouraging to hear, because I know we all, or most of us, have heard the saying, well, for me anyway, oh, the devil is into details. And I've always wondered why people say that, because it never really made sense to me. And as I was reading and studying this morning, the Lord just gave me a word on that, and it just blessed my heart so much. And I wanted to share with you guys to continue on to exhort you all and exhort the people and just be encouraged and lifted up. And I really want to, I'm going to say how I wrote it in my notes. I won't mess up. That, that saying, the devil is into details, is such a lie. And I want to expose the lie of the enemy that he has made us believe, you and I and everybody else believe. It's deception, and it's deceptive, and it's the work. And it's the work of the enemy, and deception, and it's really just deception at work. It really is just a lie at work. And he wants us to get off our post. He wants us to not believe. He wants to invade our innermost, he wants to invade our thoughts. Because we got to remember that the enemy, he has no authority. He has no authority because God has already won the battle. The victory is his. And we are his. We are part of his bloodline. He adopted us into his bloodline, so we are his. So we won. And the devil knows that. The devil knows that. He knows he has no authority. He knows the victory is won. And a lot of times, and that's why he banks on deception. And that's why he banks on, us not, the children of God, the believers not knowing the full truth, or being doubtful, or not having faith and being fearful. He banks on that because that's how he can get in. Because he can't get in no other way, because he does not have authority. And he knows he can trick us into not pursuing our Father wholeheartedly. And, through and through, it creates doubt in our mind and loopholes or whatever. And that's how he gets in. That's how there is no other way. There is no other way. He gets in through doubt and loopholes. The loopholes be fear, unbelief, loss of faith. We all struggle with that at times, that you don't feel, your faith don't feel like it's built up enough, because us as humans, be it believers or non-believers, we all struggle with our faith every now and again, because that's human nature. We like tangible things, and we really don't understand or comprehend the intangible. We really don't. A lot of times people move off their senses, and what I can see with my natural eyes, what I can smell with my natural nose, what I can taste with my natural mouth, what I can feel, those are called tangible things. The intangible is something that I think a lot of people struggle with, because they can't really see it and feel it and touch it, so they have a hard time believing it's there. But the spirit is it's ever so present and it's always there. And that's how he gets us. He plants that seed of doubt in our mind. And I always wondered, really for believers, how can we subscribe to that notation when, you know, God is the Alpha and Omega, all knowing. And, you know, I just wondered how do you subscribe to the saying the devil is into details when we know who our Father is. You know, he knows the beginning and the end. He knows every single strand of hair on our head. That right there lets you know that he's into details, because you got to be very detailed to know every single last strand on the head. So that was weird. And I do believe that the Lord wants us to be detailed about our relationship we have with him. And I do believe he wants us to be detailed about the work that we ought to do for his glory. You know, God is detail. He is into detail. And I just want to encourage you guys to do not let the enemy trick you out your spot. You know, that's the enemy plan, is to get you to overthink, which leads to what? Anxiety and anxiousness. Like, we know those are not fruits of the spirit. Anxiety, anxiousness, nervousness, worry, doubt, fearfulness, those are not fruits of the spirit. And the enemy wants us to think that. He wants us to be doubtful. He wants us to not believe. So he plants those tricky words and sayings in our mind to get us to knock us off our post. But that is not true. So I want to expose the lie of the devil. That is not true. God is into detail. He is the Alpha and Omega. He is all knowing. The beginning and the end. You know, Jesus told us to think on those things above, like to think highly. That's detail. That's detail. There was a quote I came across, and I thought it was really interesting. A quote from an American architect by the name of, I don't want to mess his name up, Ludwig Miles van der Rohe. He was an American architect from the 20th century. And the quote was, God is in the details. He followed that quote by saying, when attention is paid to the small things, it can have the biggest rewards, and the details matter. I want you guys to sit with that quote, and I want you guys to sit with that quote and let that ponder in your spirit as you think back on Psalms 37 and 23. I want to encourage us all, myself and you guys included, that God is very much into details. He cares about every fiber of our being, every strand of hair on our head, everything about us is detailed. You know, so don't believe the lie of the enemy that says the devil is into details. It's not true. Don't be tricked out your spot, and don't be knocked off your post. Remember that moving forward. Be detailed, you know, be descriptive. The enemy doesn't want us to be descriptive. He don't want us to be detailed. He don't want us to search our hearts. He don't want us to fellowship among our brothers and our sisters who are in the faith. He don't want us to be detailed about coming to the throne of grace. He don't want that, because he knows once we do that, there is no way he can get in. There is no way he can get in. So I want you guys to expose the lie and to just be strong and be faithful and be encouraged. Be encouraged that our daddy, our father, he is into detail, and he is into the details about his children. So I'm gonna leave you guys with that, because Mommy Duty is calling. But I just wanted to hop on here and encourage you guys.